Thank you. So we saw some very long lines this morning outside a federal immigration office and found out it happened not only here in Atlanta, but across the country. And this right here led to a lot of confusion. Channel 2 investigative reporter Nicole Carr is live for us in Duluth. Nicole, you spent the day speaking to immigration officials as well as attorneys to find out why so many people left these long lines frustrated.
We came here to learn more about how this Supreme Court decision, Pereira versus Sessions, has changed the way the government is communicating with people who could be deported.
It ain't me, it's him. He's my friend, so I just we coming from Tennessee.
This told us how his friend was summoned to immigration court in Atlanta on October 31st, but no one expected this kind of wait.
And I've never seen it like this before on any day.
1 hour and 20 minutes.
All that's happening today is that we've had reports that these long lines were in Atlanta, Boston, Orlando, Baltimore, Dallas, Phoenix, Chicago, Los Angeles, and Charlotte.
We spoke to immigration attorney Eli Eccles and ICE about the Supreme Court decision that's led to what we saw in Atlanta Wednesday. It ties back to a recent ruling that determined a notice to appear in immigration court from ICE could not stop the clock for deportation proceedings without a time and date on them. ICE tells us they picked October 31st as a day to send people to court who are alleged to have a legal residency, but the courts, we found, had not scheduled the same time to see these folks.
Folks were coming to court because ICE, rather than going back to saying to be determined, had gone so far as to put an actual date on the notice to appear that ICE knew was not a real court date.
So clearly this has caused a lot of confusion and appears to be a process we will see periodically. We did reach out to the Department of Justice to ask the courts how folks with these notices should handle this. We hadn't heard back yet, but Eccles points out that he saved a man a lot of time this week by simply taking that notice, calling the court, and confirming there was indeed no hearing date. In Duluth, Nicole Carr, Channel 2 Action.